Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is on the new moon coming up in Libra on October 19th, 2017. And the sun is still in the sign of Libra, so our focus is very much still on relationships with other people in our lives. And this new moon is conjunct Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and higher learning, philosophy, as well as conjunct Mercury, which is the planet of communication and logic, thought processes, etc. So with Jupiter and Mercury in the sign of Scorpio now, which is about deep emotional connection, all of this combined, this is really looking like a new moon about deeply emotionally connecting with other people, having deep, real conversations with this kind of expansive yet Scorpionic feeling. So this is going to be conversations about spirituality, about past lives, about, karma and tantra, etc. All of this is also opposing the planet Uranus in Aries. So this is Uranian energy is quick, sudden, it's rebellious, it's out of nowhere. So this could be unexpected encounters with other people, but it could also be unexpected, realizations, some lightning bolt aha moments within these conversations that we're having, or realizations about other people that we hadn't had before. And Jupiter recently went into Scorpio. So I've had a number of people tell me that they're feeling nervous about this, or they're having some apprehension because Scorpio has this reputation for being this dark, destructive, scary force. And it can be for sure. But, Scorpio is really a huge blessing when that type of energy enters your life, because it means that something is about to be deeply understood and transformed. In the zodiac, there is no death. Death does not exist at all, ever. I will say that over and over again in my videos because it's really true. And, Scorpio is figurative death at times, which is, Scorpio is the phoenix through the fire. Something has to be burned away in order to then rise and fly. But I really don't believe that anything is taken from us prematurely. I really do believe that when something is taken from us, it is because it is time for that lesson to be learned. And Scorpio can bring these lessons because Scorpio is about the deepest merging, and also then, that merging being separated and something ending, that can occur. But it's always to lead us to our next step in our journey. And collectively, I think that there is going to be a theme of death, but so far what I'm really seeing it as is a death of an idea, and that idea is the old paradigm, or this idea that things are ever going to be the way that they told us that they would be. Oftentimes when I do readings, people will say, when are things going to stop being so crazy? And I don't really know if they're going to stop being so crazy. I think that they're crazy and they're exciting because the human race is going through a mass shift in consciousness, and it's going to continue to happen because we're nowhere near, it's just getting started. And the part of the movie when the character is going through like the dark night of the soul, like they're really going through it, and they just reach this moment where they're so tired of being scared, and they're so tired of being chased or being afraid, that they just have this fuck it moment where they kind of lose it a little bit almost, and they will like run out into the darkness and call forth the whatever it is they've been hiding from, the monster or whatever, and just be like, fine, take me, I don't care, and they're like waving their sword, and they're just like, they're totally, off the rails, but they've they've lost their fear of death and they're ready to face whatever it is because they're just tired of thinking about it. That's like kind of almost like where I feel we're at, right? With all the fires and hurricanes and, you know, whether or not they've affected you directly, it's affecting all of us collectively because we're all connected through our consciousness, but also, like, you can't run from it at this point. You know, it's everywhere. There is destruction happening everywhere. We are in it. Things are falling apart. And there is, at least I've reached that fucking moment where I'm like, you know what? Things are so crazy. Anything could happen at any moment. And I'm releasing my fear of things being, my fear of death, first of all, because, like, who knows what the hell is going to happen. Second of all, I'm releasing my attachment to the idea that things are ever going to be the way that they told me they were going to be when I was a little kid, because that was a bunch of BS. So I think that there is this, like, this death, and it's death of the old way. And I don't mean to make fun of it, because there is sadness and fear that comes with realizing that things are changing really rapidly and nothing is certain, and that can be really frightening. But I don't know. I'm encouraging the fuck it moment where it's just like, you know what? Life is beautiful and intense, and it's exciting. And once you let go of your fear, freedom lies on the other side of fear, you know? And anything that you're going to lose through this Jupiter Scorpio time is necessary. And yeah, it's necessary, and it's gonna bring you where you need to be. There's also, you know, there's this really, like, sensual feeling that's coming through all of a sudden with the Scorpio. I went to a static dance last night, and it was totally like Shiva Shakti energy flying around. Like, people are really activated with this Jupiter expansion, and then Scorpio, this, like, sensuality. This is Tantra, etc. So that's also amazing because, yeah, like, our society has totally sexualized this energy, and it is sexual, but it's also the same energy that we use to create. You know, yes, it can be used to create life, but it can also create art and all sorts of other things. Like, you can learn to channel that sexual energy, that life force energy, and transmute it into other things as well. So it's a super creative time. And I think people are really going to step into that. You know, you can channel it through dance. You can channel it through drawing. You know, whatever. It's also what you use to channel, actually, too. So I think all of those gifts are, on the positive of Jupiter and Scorpio, really going to be passionately expressed. Scorpio is passion. So yeah, back to the new moon. Yeah, deeply relating with this new cast of characters in our life. I think it's huge. It's not a small thing. You know, these new people that are coming into our lives and the people that we're connecting with. I think that we're going to be plunging deeper with these people than we ever have in our lives before. And with Scorpio, Jupiter and Scorpio, it's calling for raw, total transparency. And maybe that's where some people are a little bit afraid, is that it's like, if you're hiding a part of you, especially the shadow parts of yourself, Jupiter and Scorpio is going to call for those to be revealed so that you can have these deep relationships and these deep experiences in life. You can't have the deepest experiences in life if you're holding parts of yourself back, because you can't. You know, you got to be all in, and you got to be totally, you know, authentically you, in order for the universe to see you and then give you the full experience in return. So, raw exposure, Scorpio, totally naked and vulnerable and intense and beautiful. So, yeah, I guess I will end it there. Where are we at? Yeah, good. 10 minutes. I will see you guys in my next video, in the full moon, in a couple of weeks. All right.